question is how I got the dash built. How I built the dash, how I did this, how I did that. Well, today, I'm gonna try to show you. At least tell you. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we got. Alright, the dash panels. 2 gray pieces. 2 gray pieces. You see them? Alright. They came from eBay. They came out of real truck. I got them off eBay. And when they got here, I wrapped them in some matte gray vinyl. And then I cut out my own holes for the switches. And added them. The gauges for the holes for the gauges was already there. I just added my own gauges. And I wanted to go digital because it was easier because they have a signal wire. You know? And for the switches to work, you need what is it? Leo Bodner BBI32 controller board. I got the board where you don't have to solder, you just stick the wires in there. But they do have a second option for you to solder. And the instructions on that is on the website too. I have everything linked for y'all. Y'all just gotta go look at it. You feel? Alright. And so what I did was I got ABS plastic. Let me see. I can't really pull it off so y'all can see it. But the frame of the dash is ABS plastic. I wrapped it around it so it'll stay in there. Then I got some leather, you know, just some old pleather, you know, wrapped it around it, make it look realistic as possible, you know. Then I got all the toggle switches, toggle switch extensions. We got a few chrome pieces in here, you know. Okay, now you can see. Alright, where we gonna start at? Excuse me, this is my first time. So we got the oil pressure, we got the voltmeter, we got the RPM gauge, miles per hour, oil temp, water temp. These are not hooked up to the game, they're just on outside air temp, and it's a boost gauge. It's just displaying whatever I want to. Okay, the first thing you're gonna need for the gauges is a pro gauge board from Sim Projects. That's the only way you're gonna get gauges to work. And the second thing, the gauges got to have a signal wire. If the gauges don't got a signal wire, they won't work, or you'll have to use something else. But we ain't gonna get into all that. We using gauges that work. Digital gauges always got the signal wire, so that's what I went for. Oh yeah, power supply. We're gonna go over the power supply. I got a wall outlet power supply. And you're gonna need a 6-port bus. All the power wires run to the 6-port bus. All your ground wires run to a 6-port bus. And then that's how you get your power for all the gauges right there. And the software, you gotta download the Sim Project software and calibrate the gauges to work in the game. All this on the website. Alright, now we're gonna go over the pedals. These are Simpson Pro hydraulic pedals. And then the blue pedal set on top of it, they came from Etsy. And I just mounted them to the floor close as I could to realistic. The clutch, that's halfway in and you can go all the way in, you know. Clutch work almost like a real clutch. Got your gas pedal. Oh, that means start the truck up. My bad, cuz. Then you got your brake. They come separate like this already, and I just added my own pedals to it. Okay, put the wheel back on. Cause now we can move on to the switches. The switches. Like them YNs. Alright, for the switches. The BBI32 controller board. You got, alright, we're gonna start over. Rewind that. Alright, you got 3 types of switches up here. You got regular switches that just come on and off. And then you got momentary switches that's down and up in one switch. And then you got push-pull. That's 2 in 1. Now with the BBI32 board that I got linked, the switches, the up and down switches in one, they're called momentary switches. The momentary switches will work fine. You could just one up and down key bind, one down key bind. But for the just on and off, you're gonna need SV mapper, so you could put them on a key switch. So like, that's my engine brake. I have it on E. So when I flick it on, it press E and it's holding E. Then when I flick it off, it let go of E. Well, it's not holding E, I guess. It's just pressing E from, you know, the game setting toggle Jake brake instead of the other one. Yeah.